Thank you guys for tuning in to
Loose Lips and Liquor.
Today our show is going to be about the matter of the hearts.
Matter of the hearts.
Matter of the hearts. And we had a little scary moment with Jada. She had her procedure done. And
just a little over a week ago.
A little over a week ago. And it was for a condition that caused her heart to race. And can you tell us tell her how
the symptoms?
Yeah, the symptoms.
Okay, so basically it could come on at any time, and that would be my heart would start racing, and it might get up to 170, 180, 189 beats per minute. So if anybody know about your heart, that was twice as much than a normal heartbeat for adult. For a baby, it's okay. That's inside the mother's womb, but not us. So I would feel very sick. My heart would just beat so hard you could really see it coming through my clothes. Yeah. I've had 2 procedures during those, I call them episodes, where they had to stop my heart and then basically like rebooting it. So they gave me medication that stopped it, and then so many seconds it started back beating. But they have a procedure that can stop all this going on, and you feel better.
Yeah. Well, since we are talking about the heart, we're going to do a little medication for the heart, in other words. But it's not quite medication, but a little red wine is always good for the heart.
Yeah, it's all too.
And this is Weekly Sweet Red, and you can get this at your local Aldi's. And it's very economical, almost $3 a bottle. And this wine, like I said, we don't really like to drink wines that are not sweet. Okay. So this wine is a medium bold, and it has notes of blackberry and raspberry flavors with a very soft, fresh finish. And it's good to eat with barbecue beef and ribs and spicy fajitas. And it's best served chilled. So we're having it chilled today. And
I just want y'all to notice one thing. Didn't Jackie feel hers a little more? That's all right. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
That's good, y'all.
This is a good wine.
Good.
Definitely want to try that. And it's not hard on the pocketbook. Okay. And I got the red wine because they said the red is supposed to be better for you, but who knows. Okay. But basically, genetic condition was called tachycardia, or fast heart rate. And there was a couple of types. And hers was supraventricular tachycardia, the other way SVT. And she gave her symptoms. You were also very tired too.
Oh God, very tired. It was like, it wasn't sleepy. It was tired, and it was not a good feeling. So if you are out there and you have really bad symptoms, like I said I did, I mean, it would get so bad I would have to call a paramedic to help me. So
I know. I'm getting calls in the middle of the night. They taking me to the hospital for it and all that for. So now she's feeling really good. But job. Some of the symptoms is fainting. You never did that. Lightheadedness or dizziness, rapid heartbeat or palpitation, fluttering in the chest, bounding pulse, chest pressure, tightening or pain, which is angina, shortness of breath, and fatigue are symptoms. And Janine pretty much had a lot of that.
You mean Jada?
Oh, that's right. Jada. Hey.
Inside joke, y'all. Inside joke. Okay.
Okay, and the treatment for it would be ablation for arrhythmia. And that's when they went into your groins with a catheter and did a little burning around certain areas of your heart. First, they got your heart beating very fast, and then they could see where it's firing off. The technology of the day is fantastic. They can see where it can fire it off, and then they basically kind of cauterized it with a, not too strong of a heat, but it was heat. And in
my case, I had two.
Yeah, you had two places that
they weren't expecting. They expected one, but they found two.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, if you have to have the procedure, don't be scared, because when you wake up immediately, you feel wonderful. The only thing I didn't like about the surgery was you lay straight on your back for, I think it was 3 hours, 3 or 4. That was for the procedure because it's very tedious. So they had to go really slow and all that. But then you had to lay for another 4 hours because they went into your groins on both sides. So you can't bend your legs. But out of all that, it was worth it because I feel a lot better.
Okay, good. Quick facts about that. It usually takes between 2 to 4 hours. I think yours took about 3 hours, didn't it?
It was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because once they give that anesthesia, you don't know what happened.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was up there in time, but they go slow and they take their time and go in there and do what they have to do to the heart. And there's not a whole lot of risk with it. They do it a lot. If you had any complication, which would be kind of almost minor, almost. It's very well worth having it done.
Very well. The doctor, he told me he was going to be very slow because you know, and he did, that's because you have to bring up certain. He didn't really want to say it, but he said, now if your heart stops, we will start it back. I was like, well, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I hope you would start it back.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, as matters of the heart today, we're also talking about Cardi B, and
her husband.
Oh, yeah, what's his name? Offset.
Yeah. I just don't understand this. Cardi B and this man. I mean, he, it's groupies. I think the last thing I heard about it was he's promising not to have anything to do with his groupies. We're going to see how long they work out.
Well, I believe he's got a new phone with a new phone number.
Ah! Okay.
And no groupie is supposed to have that phone number. Only Carly and Business Matters.
Sources tell us that for the first time since Cardi B announced their split in December, that Cardi has actually moved her stuff back into the home that the rappers share together in Atlanta and has spent some time there with Culture and Offset together as a family. Now, we're hearing that a part of their reconciliation was the fact that Offset had to change his phone number, and this number is now only used for Cardi communication and for business.
So another step that Offset is taking in order to show Cardi B that he's loyal to her is that he's no longer allowing groupies to attend his events, including some upcoming...
If you're paying attention, don't be stupid. He's got other phones. His ride or dies. What's wrong with her? She's an artist. Your people help you out.
Yeah, so they would have the phones, right? I guess.
Or they would have their own number.
But see, once the chick tells, he mess around, them kind of gonna tell what they done. So
yeah, that's true.
Hopefully she got some kind of posting up agreement with him also, that she would get $3 to $4 million plus child support if he cheated, and she would have to get a divorce. Hopefully.
Is that what it is?
Hopefully, she got something like that. Got a posting up. Because I don't think they had a prenup. So I would definitely, if I was going to, I'm not telling her to leave her husband or anything, but I'm telling her I wouldn't have went back in without no post-nup.
Well, my thing is they both,
they didn't have a prenup.
No telling what she doing. I ain't saying you're doing anything. I'm just saying. They're very young.
They are.
And I mean, I ain't excusing what he does, but, when you're in the entertainment field, women and men throw themselves on you.
That's right, but you have to resist. if he can. I mean, you know, some men are womanizer and some women are menizers or whatever they call it.
Womanizers.
Womanizers and for the men and
hoes for the women.
Oh.
Hoe.
And that could go either way. Both sexes the same or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, also I wanted to talk about B. Smith. And her husband, bringing in a new, what he calls, so-called soulmate, basically, or I don't know what he calls this woman, but she is a woman that he's brought in to his home to live in the same home him and B are staying in, and
the sanctity of marriage, but I don't believe death do you part means that because you made a commitment, if the person is not there, that you should sit there and watch your life shrivel up. And that's why I am where I am today, taking care of B and having someone else in my life.
That's right with it. Dan always says, you know what, I wish you guys had met years before, and we had met years before, but had gotten a chance to get closer, because I could have seen you the best of girlfriends. And I feel that being around her, because when I come here, she's always excited.
Because this is a very nice show, I won't say exactly what I think.
yeah, well, we don't want to go reading.
But he's dirty.
He's dirty.
He's low down, she dirty and low down.
Well, you know,
And
some people
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
but if the agreement was, okay, you're a man, he's 70 years old, is he? He ain't doing that much. He just patting and rubbing, patting and rubbing. So, it ain't worth going to hell over. I'm just saying. But anyway, since you just got to have a woman, be discreet about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would think he would just leave her and her wherever she was living, and then he'd be, you know.
Yeah.
But see, what it did, everybody said, well, maybe they made an agreement, him and B, before she came too far gone. I don't believe so. Or if she did, because she was scared he would leave or something. But she did not like his womanizing ways before.
Oh, he was. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
there's
about that.
reports that allegedly that he's had other a roaming eye. I don't know about any type of affair, but he had a roaming eye, and he was allegedly very flirtatious. And she wasn't down for that. So,
I think it's horrible that she and our mother had Alzheimer's.
that's true.
And, you know, they go down, and I don't think the kind of woman or of stature she was would want people to see her like that.
No, she was a model. She was an entrepreneur. She was very smart. She had cookbooks and books, and she was all around go-getter, woman.
B. Smith used to be on top of the world. Lifestyle guru, TV show, books, a popular restaurant. She was known as the Black Martha Stewart.
Today we are doing an Indian-style meal.
B. Smith used to be on top of the world. Lifestyle guru, TV show, books, a popular restaurant. She was known as the Black Martha Stewart. Today she suffers from Alzheimer's disease. Now social media is in a tizzy because her husband of 26 years has a new girlfriend. She even has a room in their elegant home in the Hamptons. B. Smith deserves better than this, goes one headline. You don't bring your mistress in the house where your wife lives. She's not dead, went one comment. A lot of the anger is directed at B. Smith's husband, Dan Gasby.
Dan is with her, and he is taking care of her. But by the same token,
I find it very disrespectful that he is with his wife and disrespecting her by being with his girlfriend in their home.
This is the new normal, the non-traditional family lifestyle. And who are we to judge when we are not in their shoes?
Now Gaspy and his girlfriend are sitting down with Dr. Oz to talk about the negative reaction.
It's maddening. I mean, we've had death threats. I mean, we've had people, just do all kind of crazy things.
I think the biggest misconception is that I'm taking advantage of the situation. I think people probably think that I'm trying to take Dan away from B.
The Washington Post broke the story of B. Smith's awkward living arrangements.
I love my wife. I will be there till death do us part. You don't want to think of them in the past.
But
And
I
then
did
that old
see,
silly woman said, we're friends. Well, when people with Alzheimer's,
everybody's your friend.
everybody's your friend.
Because they don't know anyone.
They don't even know themselves.
So what happened was I was watching, not the real, what's the other one?
The Talk.
The Talk. And they had, what is her name? She used to be Miss America. She's,
You know, I just had a baby.
no, she's brand new. Just a Miss America.
Oh, no.
She got caught with the pictures.
Pictures of what?
Was her with some other women, and you remember they took the crown away from her?
Oh, Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, Vanessa Williams. I couldn't get it together. And she said that, we really basically couldn't judge, and so did Sherry. What's the one that sits at the end? Her sister.
You talking about, she's a comedy lady?
Yeah.
Cheryl Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood said we can't judge.
Yes,
we don't
we can.
know what was agreed upon, all this other stuff. But I'm just like that. We're coming from better for worse. There's,
I can see him needing to pat and rub because that's all he's doing, y'all. Hello. But if you need, and I can get what he's saying to a certain extent, he needs companionship.
The sanctity of marriage, but I don't believe death do you part means that because you made a commitment, if the person is not there, that you should sit there and watch your life shrivel up. And that's why I am where I am today, taking care of B and having someone else in my life.
That's right with it.
Dan always says, you know what, I wish you guys had met years before and we had met years before, but had gotten a chance to get closer because I could have seen you the best of girlfriends. And I feel that being around her because when I come here, she's always excited.
I'm sure at this stage that she's in, it's more like being with a child. So that's just like a woman or a man that is constantly taking care of a child and not around an adult. They need that companionship. But why can't you do that bull crap somewhere else?
Well, not only so much that he had to have a one-on-one with a woman. Can he have some kind of socialization with another man that's, or he can get involved in organizations or go to support groups?
Well, I'm talking about he wants to rub and pat.
But, okay, yeah.
That's what he wanted to do. He a hoe. He was allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly he's a hoe, maybe.
And so, hoes do what hoes do. But I'm just saying, you shouldn't disrespect any woman, especially a woman that brought the money to the table.
Well, as far as we know, she brought the money to the table.
She brought the money to the table. And I don't even know him.
Then they say, well, the daughter is a stepdaughter, which is his biological daughter, is okay with it. Well, I guess she is okay with her daddy.
But if it had been my daddy,
no, it wouldn't happen.
No, that wouldn't happen. No. Eugene would have been in a whole lot of trouble.
No, he would have. But everybody has their own way of thinking about things.
Put it in the
comments.
What do you think?
Exactly, and definitely, tell us what you think a solution could have been for him, other than doing.
I mean, having the woman in this woman in the house,
disrespecting her.
That's just disrespectful.
I know.
It just, I mean,
it's just so disrespectful. It's almost, you can't almost turn your head for it. He believes he's in the right.
He said that something on a dumb order. He said, well, I shouldn't be basically bogged down with this. Well, you married her. And that's what people don't understand when you say for better, for worse. It can be worse.
Exactly, it can be.
And most families. You see a few good days.
But you see a few good days.
Few. But I'm just saying. And you know, y'all, I've been married several times.
She's been married a few times. Yeah.
One ended in death.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Michael Francis Warren.
That's
He will
right.
be gone on the 9th of this month. So, I do know that I'm playing about that kind of stuff, but I didn't like it. And I mean...
Yeah, I didn't like the pictures that came out.
On Facebook.
Yeah, that she's laying in a shower. I guess she decided to lay down in the shower.
And why are you posting that?
I know. Why are they posting the things they're posting about it? Everybody knows what people with disability, with Alzheimer's might go through. And
it's
that
just degrading the lady. It's just degrading.
Just to make his point.
He doesn't get her hair done.
Well, you know, she had locks for years, so they just cut the locks off.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because if she
might not sit still.
Might not sit still. And then, you know, Mom was always kind of sensitive to pain, so when it comes to twisting, that could have been it. She's still beautiful, though.
Yeah, she is. But you can tell she's very confused.
Yeah, you can. You can see that it's lost in her eyes.
Mm-hmm. And I just don't think it was right.
Yeah. Well, you guys, that's the end of our show.
Matters of the heart.
That's right. So definitely subscribe and click the like bell and comment below. And please subscribe. We've got a small subscriber count, and we would like to grow our YouTube family. So thanks for watching. Bye. I always get my hands wrong.
She's the
Bye.
baby. Bye.